Hey everybody, welcome back to Coast2Coast, the hit podcast and future award winner, hopefully. How is it going, guys?
Yeah, I can't wait to accept the inaugural Best Podcast of the Year award. I can't remember what award show is going to be doing that. I think it is like the Oscars or some shit.
I think it's the Golden Globes, the Golden Globes.
We're going to be taking home the Golden Globes Best Podcast award for the first year they do it,
Of
and that's
course.
because of you guys at home. Thank you so much for making it to another weekly episode, mostly weekly episode of the Coast to Coast podcast. We got Barufi here, we got Anthony, and
Yes,
we're going to be
sir.
talking about summertime. How are y'all doing today?
Tired.
Nervous. My exam is next week. Getting there though.
Fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys hadn't noticed, there is sunshine reflecting off of Barufi's tile floor, which means we are recording in the morning for the first
Isn't
time.
that crazy?
So
Is it
if
bothering you guys?
the
I can close it.
no. But no, so if the energy seems a little bit different, you're catching us at our not prime time.
Certainly not mine.
It's
Yeah.
10:54 a.m. for me. Anthony is up at 7:54 doing a podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only for you guys. I would never be doing this any otherwise. Especially being up editing at 2 in the morning. Like, there was no way. But I'm making it work despite my infernal rage bouts with diarrhea this morning.
Okay, I did not. I was gonna give you a round of applause, but I did not have to hear
it
all
was
of
at
that.
the
You know what?
point it was at the point where, like, I wish I could engage in prayer because I'm on the toilet like, oh my god, just stop, please, it hurts so bad. Instead of saying oh my god, I have to say oh my Batman, you know. Jacob, I'm glad you got
No,
that.
no, you. Oh, wait. That's a reference? Oh
Yes.
shit. I was about to be like, for you it'd be Oh My Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. No, no, yeah, that's a reference. There's a bit on Impractical Jokers where the bit is that they have to debate who's better, and one of them has Jesus, the other one has Batman, and and Sal is like, but they don't say oh my Jesus, they say oh my God, and then Joe's like, but they don't say oh my Batman. So what's your point?
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
God, I love Joe.
Was better when Joe was in it.
Don't love the stuff that came out recently though. We never talked about it, but
No, listen. Separate the art from the artist.
yeah, very
No
much so,
kidding.
very much so.
Or not Brucey, Anthony. If you had to describe the log that came out of thy ass, would it look more like a foot long cookie?
It wasn't a log, that's the point. It was liquid.
2 foot. Um.
It was like
Okay, but if you were to
lava.
solidify it,
Like that.
would it be a foot long?
Maybe a
Or would
double
it
foot
be
long.
two?
Yeah,
Yeah, 2 foot
I really
longs.
think it's 2 foot longs. I feel like 10 pounds lighter today already, which is a great start, if we're being honest. I just wish that the burning would stop. No, but that is not the only thing that's been going on this morning. As I told you guys as well before the show, my Discord, it doesn't work. So we're on the public test branch right now, and it seems like for some reason, and this has happened in the past, where my Discord just decides not to work, and I try reinstalling it and a bunch of different things, removing certain files. Nothing works, and so I have to go to the public test branch, which seems to always be working for me, although obviously more glitchy and whatnot. So I don't like to use it, but here we are. It's working now.
Wait, Barufi, first this guy says 20 questions instead of 21 questions, but then he refers to the PTB as the public test branch. Is the public test build?
Oh, is that?
Yeah, Anthony, we're gonna have to cancel you. This is
Oh,
too much.
Jesus Christ! You might be right. Oh shit! Oh my God! I can't believe I've done this.
And besides, who says the full thing anyway? And when you say it
That's just
wrong.
you.
I'm trying to be better for the listeners and the viewers.
I hope they appreciate it because Jacob and I,
Oh,
we're here with you.
It's
I'm
like
so
instead
sorry.
of saying DNA, this guy's gonna go out there and be like, "It's deoxyribonucleic
And
arachnid."
it's not even close. It is not even close. DNA is colloquially known as DNA. the public test build is not colloquially known as the PTB. If you said I'm gonna hop on the PTB, on passing by me on the street or whatever, I thought you would be hopping on a sandwich. Like honestly, I don't know what the fuck that means. And only in this context does it make sense.
Bro doesn't say LOL. He says laughing out Lord.
In other news, Antonio Brown made headlines
Well,
again.
yes. Well, hopefully he
Took him too
didn't.
long, right?
Hopefully he didn't murder anybody, but also I'm not putting it past him to murder somebody. Speaking of murder as well, actually, there's been a lot of shit that's gone down this
Reds.
week. Um, the creator of the "Watch Me" song that was big about a decade ago. "Watch Me Whip, Watch Me
Oh
Nay
yeah,
Nay."
Silence Hill.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, apparently he was convicted of murdering his cousin.
He
So
was convicted, yeah.
yeah, positive vibes
Murder
on the
took place
show.
when, in 2021 or something?
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about it. I just saw that headline and was like, oh shit.
And
Yeah.
then another one, Wade Miley, of the Cincinnati Reds, is accused of being the one who got Tyler Skaggs' overdose.
Yes,
Or supplied the drugs that Skaggs
that
overdose.
story
What the
also
fuck is
came
going
out.
on this week?
I mean, think about all the other crazy shit that's going on, and we don't want to be political on the show, so we won't really bring it up. But there's a lot of really bad shit going on this week, and it's really sad. Of course, we hope everyone is okay in the world. It really sucks that certain things are happening and whatever, but it really feels like the rapture out there sometimes.
It should, and I won't mention the name of the countries, but it is extremely jarring to be able to log onto Twitter and see a country's Twitter account basically declaring war.
Yeah?
That
Yeah, I
that
saw it
is
too. I was
such
flabbergasted. No, I was flabbergasted.
it's such a weird feeling.
It's unprecedented for sure.
War in 2025
Yeah.
announced on Twitter. What world are we in?
It's the cyber wars, guys. They're gonna upload bots and agents and whatever.
Where's Ethan Hunt when you need him?
Yeah, we gotta shut down the entity. Ethan Hunt, I need you to distract Kang.
Before we get into the main event for the show, we've seen a lot of movies here lately. Do we want to give a quick recap on our journals for the past few weeks?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to. We could even make a game out of it if you want, where we describe them in 3 words or something like that. But I'll let you start us off.
All right. I'm gonna give 3 words and I want you to guess the movie.
Okay.
Bring her back.
I think that might be Ballerina from the world of John Wick.
Yes, dude, you got it. She was trying to bring her sister back, dude. You get it.
Fuck! My mind is.
So,
Okay, so we will talk. Let's talk about Ballerina first, since that's one of the two that we've both seen.
Mhm.
I have very differing opinions to you. I think it's pretty clearly the worst movie in the franchise. I didn't enjoy it overly much. I didn't think it was a bad movie. I thought it was like a solid 3-star, but it just didn't like it. It didn't satisfy any of my nerves. I wasn't necessarily like sitting on the edge of my seat, which when I'm watching a John Wick movie, that's kind of what I want. I obviously thought the choreography was great. I just wasn't necessarily interested in the characters because it all just felt kind of bland. I mean, the whole the whole villain in this just is extremely incompetent. Like, why would you tell the person who you sent out to go collect someone that the person that they're collecting is their sister? Like, that's just a clear narrative point. The villain is not intimidating at all, and he's kind of just bland and basic, and there's nothing special about this movie outside of the choreography. 3 stars, cool to look at.
I think the movie absolutely kicks ass. I think it's such a blast, pun intended. Really, really, really fun time. Choreography's great. Cinematography is awesome. The just the dynamic range of color and splash, of visual flair is just everything I want to see at the movies. Anna de Armas is fantastic. She provides a great physicality for the
I didn't mention
performance.
that, but she is great.
that flamethrower sequence at the end, I thought was just so awesome and so unabashedly like John Wick, so pulpy and just so flavorful,
Uh-huh.
all in the same. And I mean, it's not like the world of John Wick necessarily has the most compelling of villains in general. I would actually go out and say that John Wick 4 is the only one that I think really has like really solid villains or even solid hurdles to
Thank you,
climb
Bill
over.
Skarsgård.
Not just Bill though. I'm talking also Scott Adkins as his like penguin type of character in the club that I just is such a fun sequence there too, right? But the other films like it's whatever. You've got Yusuf in the first film, for example, but the actual primary villain, he's there. He exists, and it's kind of the similar way here. But I liked, that we get certain like a new type of villain of the week as we go along, and the one at the end, where there's no dialogue and it's just flamethrowers, I thought was really badass and really sick. Also, though, my expectations were metered. They were measured going into it because I did have concerns, during the production and post production of the film. So maybe that aided my experience. Although I will say I did go with my grandma who didn't know about all that stuff and she also loved it. So I think it's just, yeah, it really depends on what exactly you wanted to get out of the movie, as it always is, right?
The other one that we mutually saw that is my new number one movie on the year, which I know that you are heavily in disagreement on, um, or at least disagreement on my like high praise of it, is Bring Her Back. I think this movie hit every nail on the head. I thought it was unabashedly great. I felt like the psychology throughout the film was phenomenal. The character building was so well done to where the ending of the film, not to, or I'm not going to spoil anything, but that you really feel the impact of the ending. And I think that we are getting a new, like, not legacy, but we're starting to build a legacy for these directors, Danny and Michael Filippo, who are now 2 movies in after being YouTube video creators for the longest time. And they have created 2 amazing films to start off their careers. So massive props to them
Yeah.
for creating Talk to Me and now Bring Her Back because they know how to develop characters and they know how to tell a story in a way that makes you care about what they have to say. I'm here for whatever they make moving forward.
Yeah, I am as well, and I did find 90% of Bring Her Back to be excellent, and for a lot of the reasons you just posited. But again, that one thing that we talked about, obviously heavy spoilers for that one, so we won't get into it here. But that one thing that we talked about that happens toward the end that shifts it, brings it into the third act, I thought was it was such a detriment to what they were building before, and I think it really like at the end basically after that decision plays super safe, super traditional, and so I did not like that at all. Whereas with Talk to Me, I feel like that conclusion made perfect sense. It was a great through line for all the characters and for the whole gimmick as well of the situation. So I definitely prefer Talk to Me, but again, 90% of this film I thought was great. It's just that one moment really, really fucked it up for me. But it's working for other people,
Yeah.
so go check it out. Obviously, I would highly recommend both of these films.
I think the last one that I've seen since our last episode is How to Train Your Dragon. I saw that 2 days before its release because I had a special showing that my theater was offering. It's okay. I mean, we all know the story of How to Train Your Dragon is great. We all know that the music is amazing. It was way better portrayed via animation. I felt like the dragons were really well done. The dragons were great, but the cast was horrible. The casting
Mm,
was terrible outside of Gerard Butler. I mean, nobody in that film even was remotely close to the character that they were in the animation. Like they completely changed the hair color of the main girl character. I can't think of her name,
yeah.
but the blonde one in the animation. And then the whole twins, they don't look anything like they do in the show. They don't, or sorry, in the TV, not TV, in the animation, they don't look anything like the animation.
Yeah.
But then also their performances just weren't that great. Felt like Gerard Butler was the only one who like actually fit in, and it's because he is the person who played Stoic in the animation, so it just felt right. I mean, I would recommend going to see it just so you can hear the soundtrack in your theater because that was phenomenal, and it's always good to hear the soundtrack, and it's cool to see the dragons, but don't have any expectations of improvement upon the animation.
All right. Well, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be seeing it because, again, I don't care for the creatively bankrupt live action remakes that. And this one is pretty much, from what I've heard from everybody, is a shot for
The
shot
exact same
remake.
movie.
Yeah. My ticket's free, so it's not like I'm, contributing much to anything. But at the same time, I don't know if I feel like I want to. Like, I always ever going to just refer back to the animated film and the animated trilogy by extension because I imagine this movie's going to make a shit ton of money and then they're going to do the sequels as well in live action. And I just don't care. I've already seen this story exactly as it is and I prefer it in the animated format. I think a lot of what animation can do, you just still can't pull off in live action. Maybe some of this is groundbreaking in that regard, but I don't think that we should be trying to diminish animation as an art form.
I agree. I gave it 2.5 stars, and I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't give it like a like or anything. All of the reviews are basically just 3 stars, and then it's like this movie would be crazy good if it was animated. They really just hit that Control C, Control V. They didn't even try and change the homework. This is clearly going to get copyright striked. It's just lazy.
Right, right. Make an original movie, please.
Right.
But I watched Friendship, really funny black comedy film. Is the Tim Robinson one. Really funny stuff. But also, if you don't like Tim Robinson, you're probably not going to like the movie. And then what else did I watch? I watched The Materialist yesterday. Really, really cute and powerful, meditative romance film about, the importance of not commodifying love and relationships. And I thought it was really well conveyed through the characters and character growth and the writing and dialogue in the film is fantastic. And the director Celine Song is on a big time hot streak after this one and then Past Lives a couple years back. And then Karate Kid Legends I did watch as well. And I hate to report that it's pretty dreadful. Really, really
Really?
awful. Yeah, it is a 90-minute montage. That's all it is. It is characters talking about what's happening on screen. You already know what's fucking happening on screen. You're watching it. Why do I need to be told it? And then they talk about it. They're like, "Oh my god, this is crazy. This affects me in this way. Oh my goodness, how will this person feel about it?" And then no conclusion to the scene. We just move on to the next scene. That's how every single scene in the movie goes, and it's just it drives me nuts.
I heard that the villain is just like he's only the villain because he punched the kid once.
I mean, you might as well not even have one. Like when you think about Karate Kid, the original Karate Kid, you immediately like, oh, of course, Stanley LaRusso, Ralph Macchio, of course, Mr. Miyagi. But you know who else is equally iconic in that film? Johnny Lawrence and John Kreese. Those are your villains right there. And their presence is so felt and so profound in that first film. And you don't get that here. I don't even know if they gave the name of the rival dojo leader in this movie. I don't even know. I don't remember if they did or wasn't significant enough because he's in like 2 scenes and we don't see him training with the kids. We don't see how his poor leadership is what's impacting them. Like it tries to be the exact same movie while doing other weird things along with it. And actually the other weird things that they tried to do was more interesting than the Karate Kid stuff. But you don't get enough of anything in this film to really justify its existence at all. I found it completely dreadful, total waste of time, really, really bad film. Do not watch in the theaters at the very least. Do not recommend that movie.
Heavy words from Anthony here.
Yeah. I've had fun ripping it apart because I watched it with my grandma. That's usually who I go and see movies with. She loved it. She had such a great time with it. She really liked the movie, and I just kept saying, "What about this movie do you like? I don't understand."
Dude, there's just something about people who don't follow media or movies that closely that love Karate Kid. Like, I cannot stand that whole
Well, hey,
IP.
hey, 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 hey. I love Karate Kid. The original film is legit good. The other two are very silly and unserious, but really fun in their own right,
It's the
I
one that
think.
we grew up with.
The one with Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith. I don't like that one. That one though is
Yeah, that one
better.
sucked
That one
ass.
is better than this one. The original trilogy I have always been a fan of, and then Cobra Kai as well as a series I enjoyed. It definitely petered out at the end there. Should have been only 4 seasons. They extended it to 6. Not very smart, but the first 3 4 seasons of Cobra Kai are awesome too, in their own silly way.
Reminds me of Fast and Furious.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, do
kinda.
you want to elaborate the main event of the show?
Yeah, well, it's summertime. And that's the whole thing. We're going to talk a little bit of summer today, just about like maybe some summer traditions that we had growing up or something that we do now and whatnot. And we got 2 drafts as well on the slate today, which should be a lot of fun too. We've got summer blockbusters and summer activities. So, however we want to do it, it's going to be mostly free form for this one. But yeah, I definitely want to hear from you guys about some summertime traditions or whatever, what stuff that you guys do during the summer.
Dude, I watch an unholy amount of baseball in the summer, as we all are aware.
Yeah.
So I spend most of my summers doing that particularly. Um, but another thing that I love to do, and I don't know if it's necessarily a tradition, but in the summer I constantly eat cheeseburgers. Like, I don't know what it is, but I get my cheeseburger fill in these 4 months. I also don't really eat hot dogs unless it's the summertime, in which case I eat a shit ton of hot dogs. Actually, Walmart had Bar S hot dogs on sale for $1 a pack, so I
Oh
have
shit.
like 6 packs of
Really?
hot dogs in my freezer right
That's funny.
now. So I'll be eating hot dogs a ton this summer. But as far as like traditions go, the only tradition that I can think of that's like worthy of note is we do this thing called Gunner Ball every year for July 4th. And what Gunner Ball is it's a wiffle ball game between 2 families. So my dad's best friend growing up, his name is Gunner. We'll ignore his first name for now. But the family is the Gunners. And
Okay.
so we're the McKays. And so what we would do is we would have the Gunners and McKays play each other in a wiffle ball game. And this has like you have grandma and grandpa all the way to dad to your 8-year-old kids on each team. And the rule set is if you round second, you have to go home. You cannot stop on third.
Oh.
And well, sorry, if you are hitting, like if you're the batter and you round third or round second, you have to go home. You cannot get a triple. But if you're like on first, you can advance to
Right,
third.
right.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
But then but the space between third base and home plate is a water slide. So you have to slide into home. You are not allowed to run into home. And basically, if you hit home runs, depending on where you hit double, triple, or an out, and it's just so much fun. It's a great time. Daddy Hack McGee, that's my nickname. You know, I be hitting nukes. I But the best part about it is the winning team at because we have a pool in the backyard, so the winning team throws the losing team into the pool
Oh,
off of the diving board.
wow.
It's a great time.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the best Fourth of July.
I don't have any traditions per se, like fixed traditions, but something that I like to do and my family as well is just to do as much as we can in family. I mean, me for instance, individually, I like to catch up in things that I've been meaning to do and I haven't getting the chance to do because just shit going on. For instance, you guys know what I've been up to. I've been busy. But things I've been meaning to do, for instance, I've been meaning to read more. I've been meaning to practice playing bass more. And I have a shit ton of games in my to playlist. movies that I want to watch. I have a lot of shit that I want to do, and I just can't. So summer's is a good time for that because I will be through some stuff. It's a good opportunity for that. Like with my family, for instance, we like to play board games. And it's hard to play board games when we have so much shit going on. So when me and my sister we have more time, that is something we can do as well. Well, we don't have a backyard anymore. We're living in an apartment, but we lived in a house, and in that house, we during the summer we played water balloons
Mm,
all the time.
yeah.
So I don't know, maybe we go to a park or something. That's another thing I've been meaning to play tennis again more. Yeah, just want to catch up and do
Last
things that I've been meaning to do.
last summer, I did that too. We for my cousin's birthday, he turned 18 last summer, and he was going off to college. But I picked him up, and we went to a Dollar Tree and got a bunch of like water balloons and stuff. And then we came back because his whole family thought that we were just going out for like I was taking him out to dinner. We were gonna like play some. I think we were gonna play like some pool or some shit. I can't remember. So I picked him up and we went to Dollar Tree and got like a bunch of water guns and water balloons, and we filled them all up. And then we went back to his house because he has three little sisters, and so we terrorized them. We came back while they were just sitting outside and absolutely obliterated them. And it was a great time. And then I took him out to dinner. And
Yeah.
I love my cousin. He's a great guy. But when I asked this guy what he wanted to dinner, he could pick any, or wanted to go for dinner for his birthday, he could pick anywhere. This motherfucker said Applebee's.
That is the most Midwest
Real
flyover
shit.
thing I've ever
Real
heard.
shit.
That is so
Nah, real
That is
shit.
not
funny.
real shit.
That is so
Real
funny.
shit.
Applebee's, I hate Applebee's.
Nah,
amount of
real
money I-
shit.
The amount of money I spent at Applebee's, I could have cooked this man a Wagyu dinner at home. Fuck Applebee's, bro.
Real
Okay,
shit.
Jacob, maybe you can agree with me on this, but out of that mid-tier, like, range of chain
Chain?
restaurants, Applebee's is down here, but Chili's is up here, right?
No,
Thank you.
no,
Yes,
Applebee's is better.
yes.
No,
No,
Applebee's is better.
Chili's is way better.
Applebee's,
Chili's is at the
no,
top of
it's
that
like-
range.
Applebee's is like down here. Then you have your Outback. Then you have your Buffalo Wild Wings. And then you have Texas Roadhouse is up here a little bit. Chili's is up here.
Yes.
Where's Arby's?
Arby's isn't in that.
Okay, that doesn't count.
I think I'm the only person in the world that likes Arby's. That's crazy.
No, I like Arby's. I worked at Arby's for a year. That place was cool.
They've got the meats.
They do have the meats.
They got the meats. Also, I
Dude, the
definitely
amount of
lied.
people-
We do have a tradition. Summertime, we go to Dolphins training camps.
The amount of people when I worked at Arby's that would ask me if we have ham and Swiss or do you guys have potato cakes? The volcano's erupting.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, never mind. He's back.
Volcano? Oh shit! Oh no! Oh, that would have been something.
Anthony, whenever you threw the video,
Oh, let's go! Yeah, it's exactly what I was talking about.
am
Yes, sir.
prepared. I'm prepared. For
Yes,
the next
sir.
one.
Yes, sir. That shit is so
I have
fun.
not been able to do water balloons or swimming for like 3 or 4 years now.
Let's
I'm ready
go.
for
Let's go.
this
Let's
summer.
go. Yeah, they're fire, dude.
You brought it up, so I had to go grab it real quick.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for
oh,
sure.
dude, you're gonna you're whenever you fucking edit this, you're gonna hear what I said when you got up, and that shit's
I can't wait for that.
We're not saying it. Let them find out. We're not saying it.
yeah.
Well,
It took me a minute to understand it. Anyway,
For summer blockbusters, are we just doing movies that were released in the summer?
yeah. So basically, like the term summer blockbuster basically originates from Jaws, as a matter of fact, where it's it technically, Jaws
Some
is like a
research.
summer vibes type of movie, but also the intention is to get people to go to the theater to watch this movie with awesome thrills and whatnot. But ultimately, it's evolved into not just including summer vibe type of films, but just any like big release that comes out basically from the beginning or middle of May through August. That is the summer window. But yeah, the intention is to release your big movies in the summer because, again, most people have more free time in the summer. You make a lot more money that way. You know what I mean?
just making some research for this
Yeah.
because I don't have anything on top of my mind for it.
Dude, why do you not know movies' release dates?
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot.
Wait,
I
I
should
got
know.
Dude, I have an argument now. Die Hard was released in the summer. It is not a Christmas movie because who the fuck releases a Christmas movie in July?
I don't care. It can be a summer
Does not
blockbuster
care.
and a Christmas movie at the same time.
That doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense. The movie takes place on Christmas. There are Christmas jokes and bits and music all throughout it. And think about the central story. It is an estranged father who is trying to reconcile things with his ex-wife so he can be together with family on Christmas. That is the story of the movie. That is why he's at the hotel. That is a Christmas movie.
Okay, I think I have my list
Yes.
of movies.
But yeah, it is funny that it is released in July.
Okay, I like this. I like this.
Yeah, I have a good list going.
I mean, there's a ton to choose from because, again, a lot of the biggest movies and a lot of the best movies, generally speaking, are summer blockbusters.
Yeah, genuinely speaking, you guys could probably snipe me on a few of these, and I would still be happy with my list.
Yeah, I have like 20 written down here, so I've got more than enough here.
Let's see. We've given the spinny wheel a few months to marinate. Are we
Yes.
gonna see some changes?
No changes at all.
Movie, man.
Let's see it though. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe you will it into existence. This is for the first overall pick.
Wait, Jacob got first overall for once. Oh wow.
Holy shit. Oh, let me hold. Oh, shit. Actually,
Dude, I could snipe Anthony.
yeah, probably.
It's a pick that I don't want.
I think I'll have my pick. That being said, I probably want the third overall here.
Yeah, I wanted the third overall. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, these wheels fuck me over every time.
I think the third overall pick is a really nice one to have in this.
I made salsa verde yesterday, and it
Mm,
came out not green. I don't understand how, because I only used green ingredients.
really?
So I used tomatillos, I used Anaheim chilies, I used onion, or sorry, I used white onion, so that doesn't change the color. And then I had cilantro, lime, and then the spices I think are what changed the color because I used cumin and chili powder because it's corn.
Yeah, bro. Come on. But that's what seasonings is gonna do, man.
I know, but it was supposed to be green and now it's not.
Yeah, but if it tastes good, who cares what it looks like?
Yeah, it is darn. Technical difficulties, folks. We're trying to make it to where you can see the
No,
randomizer wheel.
technical annoyances. There's this fucking game overlay thing from Discord. The spinner wheel! Woo! Look, Jacob got the first overall pick. How crazy is that? I wonder how I'm going to edit this in post. Oh, anyway.
It's gonna be like text. It's gonna be like text on the thing that says, "I swear it was Jake."
Yeah. Okay. Jacob first overall. Congratulations.
I think I want the third here. You can take this. You can win this one.
I don't want it.
Yeah, no, but you're gonna keep it.
I guess so. All right. I'll take it, I guess.
Watch me get sniped for after talking all my shit.
I think you are going to get sniped. Many
No
times. Many times. All right. Well,
Yeah.
that is
All right,
our
set us off, Jacob.
that is our draft order. Yep, you're on the clock.
Alrighty. So I'm between two picks, and I don't expect either of them to come back to me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and outright say it. And I'm between Dark Knight and Prisoners of Azkaban.
Ooh.
And as much as I love Dark Knight, I think Prisoners of Azkaban is gonna be my pick.
Okay. I can take that off. That was my second overall pick.
All right.
Okay.
Great movie. My favorite of the series.
Yep.
Alfonso Cuarón, the only real director out of that. Okay. This probably isn't my favorite on my list that I've got written down here, but I really feel like this movie is indicative of what it means to be a summer blockbuster. The reason you go to the movies. You want this insane spectacle. You want awesome
It ain't my movie.
visual effects. You want something that will just completely shock you and change how you view the world, and that's Jurassic Park.
That's a good pick.
All right, give me the Truman Show.
Oh, interesting. Definitely not what I would think of on the surface as being a summer movie, but certainly is a
It's a
summer.
blockbuster.
No, it's totally
Summer league,
legal,
yeah.
totally valid. Just
All right.
sleeper pick, I suppose.
Um, I'm between two right now. One is for sure gonna snipe Jacob, so that might be my deciding factor between these two. I don't know if I like this movie more than the other. I probably like the other movie more, but there's a chance I get it back. This one, I don't think it comes back to me. So I'm gonna go Inglorious Bastards.
Ooh. Jacob Vitor, you're definitely going the sleeper route, I would say, with your first two picks
That
here.
was actually a steal. I wanted Inglorious Bastards.
Oh, really? Wow.
I did. I
Nice.
know you wanted it. Also, it's Bastards, not Bastards.
No, that's how it's spelled
Bas-
for the movie, though.
No, it's spelled Bastards.
No way it is. I've
Yeah.
never noticed
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve it. He should have to fucking forfeit the pick.
Shut up! I've never noticed that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's spelled incorrectly.
Holy shit, dude! I've watched this movie like 3 or 4 times, and I've never noticed that.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
really funny, yeah. As a
Wow,
matter of
that's
fact,
actually insane.
when I was growing up and I had heard, the movie Inglourious Bastards, right? And I saw the title, I thought bastard was spelt that way for quite a while until
That is
I
so
looked it up
funny.
and I was like, okay, no, it's not spelt that way.
Wow, I've never noticed that. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I really am shocked. You learn something new every day.
Yes,
All right.
that indeed.
All right.
All right. So, kind of along the lines of my previous pick, Jurassic Park, I really want to invoke this thrill feeling that you really want to achieve
No.
at the cinema. And nothing is more thrilling than cosmic horror, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's one of my
You're going
favorites.
Alien.
And yeah, I'm picking Alien.
Alien. Yeah.
Okay, as soon as you said thrill, I was like, perfect, because it means that I get Rogue Nation, which is my favorite Mission Impossible movie.
That's a great pick. Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's what I'm taking in the second round here.
I'm so glad that,
my third one.
as a quick aside, I'm so glad that you have enjoyed going down that series as much as you did. I knew you
It's so
would,
much fun.
but yeah, it's great stuff. Great stuff.
And then
Hoping this comes back to
somehow
me.
the steal of the draft, we're taking Dark Knight at the
Yeah.
third round pick.
Yeah.
That didn't come back to me.
Great pick.
I might not have enough movies. I'm looking at my list here. I don't.
There's no
Maybe.
way you don't have enough.
Yeah, I think I do. Anyways, all right, Anthony.
Okay. Now we're gonna pivot a little bit, and the best thing to get right after a Jurassic Park is an awesome globetrotting adventure film by the same goddamn
yes.
director. We're picking
No.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
No, that was my next pick. Okay, I got sniped. Okay. You did tell me I would get
Anthony, you
sniped.
have-
So.
Anthony, you have a sci-fi kids movie that you're gonna take, or don't you?
Oh, maybe.
Okay, I think this to me is pretty clear. I'm gonna go Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
I wanna change up my list a little bit, but there's a clear favorite of my movies remaining, and I think Jacob might take it. Would you take it? I'm gonna risk it. I don't think
Try
you're gonna
the film.
take it. I don't think you're gonna
Okay.
take it. I don't think you're gonna take it.
Okay.
I'm
It's
gonna go
Chicken
with this
Run.
movie because this movie marked my childhood, and I watched it a ton over my childhood in summertime. So I think it's very representative of picking it here. Finding Nemo.
Oh. Another sleeper pick.
Good pick.
Interesting.
I would never take it, but it's good. Pick.
No, it's not this one. It's not this one. It's the other one that I'm saving that I think you're not gonna pick.
Is Leprechaun a summer blockbuster? No. not that I was gonna take it, but I feel like. Oh.
I'm checking the Lord of the Rings release dates just in case.
Those
in case.
Those are definitely like December.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I did, just checking
Alright.
for shits and
Man,
giggles.
there are so many great movies still on my list, and I feel like even. Oh fuck, man! How do I leave that off? Like, okay,
Can we do 6 rounds?
we can extend it if you guys want to.
I have enough for 6.
Okay, we can do 6. Now you guys tell me if this is okay, if this is in your
Yeah.
summer window.
Empire Strikes Back.
May 21st.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my next
Yeah,
pick.
yeah.
God
Okay.
damn it,
Yeah.
dude. That was my next pick.
Look,
Fuck.
it's been on the board for
Yeah,
so
it is.
long, and I've been wanting it since my first pick in the first round, but you know, I think there are more that are indicative of a summer blockbuster that I wanted on my board. But Empire Strikes Back, I mean, one of my favorite movies of all time, the best Star Wars film of all time, in
Star
my
Wars movie.
opinion. So it had to be picked, and it had to be picked by me.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Unfortunately for me. And I'm gonna take a pick that is I don't think it's gonna be on your guys' board as like pick, but it's one that I greatly enjoy, and that's gonna be Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, that's a fun one.
And then I don't have one that's like super summer blockbustery right now. I mean, I have a couple that are, but not like to this extent. And I also think it's just a great movie, and that's gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
You didn't pick it. You see, I was right. You didn't pick it.
Just the first one?
And then Anthony is gonna take either Spider-Man 2 or Back to the Future.
Maybe both if I get the chance. But you're absolutely right.
He's lagging.
You almost read me like a book
He's
there.
dead.
Uh
What happened?
Maybe you sniped him so bad he died.
oh. Am I not here?
I just said his next two picks.
Oh
Oh
no.
God, you just killed him.
Oh no. Am I back? Am I here? Am I back? Am I here?
Yeah,
Am I
You're back.
back? Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
That was scary. I was like about to. I was saying like you read me like a book. I won them both.
I knew it. Yeah, you sniped him so bad you killed him.
But I mean, there are so many fucking movies that I want that are on my list still. But I think it would be a crime to not have one of the Raimi films on here, and so I'm gonna pick Spider-Man 2 because that's more summer. I'm pretty sure the original, the first Spider-Man is like early May, and so I don't want to be too controversial there about calling it that. But Spider-Man 2, I believe, was late May, so I'll take that one. And also my favorite between the two always fluctuates depending on my mood because they're both just complete peak cinema. So I'm more than happy with either one on my list here.
Last two picks here. I'm gonna go Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Ooh, two
Yeah,
Harry
is that what
Potters.
you thought I was thinking?
Yeah, that's the one I was wanting to pick.
Oh no, there's no way I was gonna double up on Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's why I didn't end up picking it.
Technically
Earlier.
speaking, I think Deathly Hallows Part 2 is a more summer blockbuster film than Prisoner of Azkaban.
It
I
is,
think
but both
Probably.
are.
Probably.
Both
but-
are though. And for my last one, this is hard. I have 5 movies here on my board.
Well, we could go to round 7.
It's not that's not what I'm trying to say. I just don't know which one to pick. I love every single one of them.
Mm.
I don't think it's you. Ah, dude, it's so hard. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys the 5 movies,
Oh.
and maybe you guys help me decide.
Yes. Yes.
Wait,
allow
are we
us
doing
to-
7? Are we doing 7 or not? Because if we do 7, I'm not saying
I've
shit.
got a question mark there. It's up to you guys. I am more than happy.
Jacob, are we doing 7 or
I've
what?
still got like 15 movies written down.
Yeah, I want to do 7.
Okay.
Okay, so I have some leeway. I can pick 2 out of the 5 here instead.
Yeah.
I don't know which one to pick. I love all these movies so much.
It's tough. It's really tough. Yeah, even with 7 rounds, it's still difficult for me to pick.
Okay, I think
Wait,
this
wait, wait.
one.
Let me make a guess. One of them is Toy Story 3.
One of them is Toy Story 3. One of the 5, yeah.
Oh, you might as well take it now. It's
I might as well take it because now I feel like I'm gonna get sniped. But I think Toy Story 3 is not in the top 2 of these 5.
Oh.
So
No,
do
take it. Take your number
I
4.
won't. I don't know what my number 1 is. It's probably not Toy Story. But I don't know what the number 1 is. This is extremely hard. Okay, I don't think it's you. Actually, it might be you. This is so hard, guys. This is so hard, guys.
It's tough, and we haven't done a draft in a while, so yeah.
God.
I'm really worried that Anthony is going to snipe my next pick
I might.
again.
We'll see. I have like again so many ways
my
that I can
God.
go, but there are a couple that I have to
It has.
have.
Oh my god! I think Toy Story 3 is actually my number one out of these five.
So take it.
Yeah, I can't make a mistake with Toy Story 3. I'll go Toy Story 3.
All right.
Uh,
He went from
then
Toy
I,
Story 3 not being in his top two to it being his number one.
no,
He
but I
did.
thought about it. I thought about it, and like I remember my first time watching it, and I was so hyped, dude. I don't know.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, Toy Story 3.
Man, this is just so fucking difficult. I can't believe this, that some of these films are going to be left off. But you know what?
Yeah.
Jacob said it. It's still on the board. I have to pick Back to the Future. I have to.
Yeah, I know this man. I know this man.
Yeah, maybe I'm cliche, but I I like a lot of these classics, and that is certainly one.
Dude, I'm surprised you haven't taken Die Hard 2, Die Harder with
Mm.
Kevin Hart in it
Oh yes, yes,
from last year.
yes. A true
Um,
cinephile would take it, if we're being honest.
True. So, Anthony, this is the one I was worried that you were going to sign me on.
Okay.
But when there's something strange in your
Oh
neighborhood,
man, who
who
you
are you
gonna
going to call?
call? What a pick! That's excellent. What a fun movie that one is too. I love the original Ghostbusters. It now at this point I feel like it's underrated. I think a lot of people write off the franchise because it's got a lot of misses, but the original film is really good stuff. Really funny.
Okay. I think I have my least favorite, which is a crime to say out of these four
Oh,
here, and I'll share my list later.
Perfect. All right. So I can either cap off a perfect list and take Jaws, or I can make it even better by taking I Will Always Know What You Did Last Summer.
oh no. Is that really?
We're taking Jaws.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, look, a lot of people would argue it's a crime that it's still on the board. I love Jaws, but I'm certainly not as high on it as, as its
Yeah,
reputation.
I think Seventh Round is a good round for it.
Yeah, most definitely. And again, there are still a ton of movies that are on my board, and they shouldn't be. But we're gonna go. I,
Please pick one of the
there
four to make this easier on
there
me.
are two of them still here on my board that are very groundbreaking in their own regards, in my opinion. But
Okay.
one of them I did not watch in the theater, so I don't know if I feel like I should take that one as far as the groundbreaking action for it. Um, but I prefer the movie. That's the problem. And again, it's not like I've seen any of these movies uh, at the theater in the summer, but you know what I mean. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna take the better movie because I think it deserves to be on this list. Groundbreaking action and groundbreaking direction. The movie of the year for a lot of people in 2015. That's Mad Max Fury Road.
I figured that was going to be on the list.
Yeah.
All right. I would love help picking this. All right. So my last five uh, movies were Toy Story that I already picked, and then the other four are Wally, Up, Shrek, and Ratatouille. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know which one to pick. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Shrek. It's got to be Shrek.
Ratatouille.
It's got to be Shrek.
You see, I think Ratatouille's at the bottom of my list.
Ratatouille's second out of that bunch.
Ratatouille shits on Wally, and it's not even close. Wally is a disgrace to people who think the all Pixar movies are 5 stars.
Dude,
Fuck that.
Wally is so fucking good. So fucking
Every
good.
Pixar movie released in the early 2000s is 5 stars because it's a story, man. You gotta understand the story. You gotta really appreciate the animation. It's all fantastic. No, fuck Wally. Wally's overrated as shit.
Wally's peak.
Mad
Shut
Max
up.
is
It's 2001: A Space Odyssey, but for children. No, it's not.
Dude, Wally's so good, man. You
But
guys are sleeping on Wally.
what's its
And
face
Up.
is like Hal. I don't like Up. I don't. I'm sorry. Well,
I do
I
think
maybe
I
I
do think
maybe
it's
I
towards
do
the
like
bottom
Up,
of this
but
one
it's
here.
not one of my favorite Pixar's by any means.
I do think Up is probably at the bottom
Yeah, it has to be.
out of these four here.
I would argue that Up is better than Wally.
No.
It's, I mean, but do you really think that Shrek is better than Ratatouille? I mean, come on now.
Admitted to is insane disrespect. Movie. Have you considered taking this movie?
uh, do I dare
I would
even
never pick that movie. I would never pick that movie.
killer raccoons too? What are they on the
I would
Polar Express?
never. Yeah, I would never watch the movie in my life. You couldn't pay me to watch the movie.
What about
Um,
Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong?
what? Is this a movie?
Yeah. When did it
No.
release date? Oh, not quite.
Ah,
That would have been a sleeper pick for sure.
Let me see
yeah,
that. Please let
mine's
me
a
see that
July
poster.
release date.
Oh, isn't that awesome?
What was? How much did it cost to make this movie? Can you get that information for me? That is the ugliest poster I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not exaggerating.
Budget. I mean, it could not have been low to mid six figures. That's what I would have guessed.
Wait, I got one more round in me. I got one more round in
I mean,
me.
I've got 3 more rounds in me if we really want to go 10. then you
No.
We gotta get to the summer activities because
No,
time frame.
I already opened my whole
That's
list.
true.
I don't want to do
That's
more
true.
rounds. I don't want to do more.
Yeah, but no, one more round. You just take your next two.
Oh,
you have
then
back-to-back
you don't have
Okay.
to pick between Shrek and Ratatouille.
You know what? Give me Shrek and Ratatouille.
Beautiful.
I'm
Now,
so
if Anthony picks
Wally. I
Ratatouille,
didn't pick Wally, man. I'm so hurt.
Okay. I think I've got one more 5-star film on my list. And so I should just take it. No, 2 more. So that's unfortunate. One of them's going to be left off. But this one, it's become a watch a couple times a year as a comfort film thing. And I think it's absolutely hilarious. I think it's so just everything I want out of a silly, silly summer film. And that's Men in Black.
Okay.
that's a good pick. So this is where the summer blockbuster, you take your kids to watch it, is just in full effect, and we are taking the Goonies.
That is a big time Mr. Relevant pick.
Yeah.
Great work. When did that come out?
1985.
Oh, I know that. Because it
So
wasn't.
June 15th or June 14th.
Oh, June 7th. Okay.
June 7th.
Because it wasn't on any of the lists that I looked up for summer blockbusters. So I'm surprised because that's a classic. All right.
Good movie.
Well, that was a fun draft, and again, a lot of movies left on the board for me, which is unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Jacob had the first overall pick. He took Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Then in round 2, Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. Then in round 3, The Dark Knight. Then in round 4, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Then in round 5, Guardians of the Galaxy. In round 6, Ghostbusters. In round 7, Jaws, and in round 8, The Goonies. I had the second overall pick, and with that, I selected Jurassic Park. Then in the second round, Alien. In the third round, Raiders of the Lost Ark. In the fourth round, The Empire Strikes Back. In the fifth round, Spider-Man 2. In the sixth round, Back to the Future. In the seventh round, Mad Max Fury Road. And in the eighth round, Men in Black. Vitor had the third overall pick, and in the first round, he selected The Truman Show. In the second round, Inglourious Bastards. In the third round, Saving Private Ryan. Yeah. In the fourth round, Finding Nemo. In the fifth round, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. In the sixth round, Toy Story 3. In the seventh round, Shrek. And in the eighth round, Ratatouille.
I just want to say something real quick. We probably should have put in more research because the lists were missing another one that I probably would have drafted had I paid more attention.
Let's hear it.
Way earlier. Oppenheimer.
Yes, that did release in the summer. But that's one that's that's why I didn't pick Die Hard. I don't view it as a summer blockbuster film. Whereas all of these are movies that I would, they feel like summer blockbuster movies to me, whereas Die Hard doesn't. And similarly to Oppenheimer, I think that while it made a ton of money and it did release in the summer and it was the talk of the town, And at the same time, it was the award film, it was the prestige film, and so that's not something that I was gonna pick for this
See, as
type
a
of
summer
draft.
blockbuster.
But it's I mean, obviously an incredible film. All right. Next up, to wrap up the episode, we got summer activities draft, and I think this will work in tandem really well with our discussion that we had before the draft too. So here we go. First overall pick. Let's see it.
So for summer activities, um,
Wow.
like what is the range? What is the range? Because we can say simple shit like go to the pool in my backyard or go to fucking Yosemite National Park. So like what's
Wait,
the
what the fuck? I got first in both
You did.
drafts.
You
you have
did.
the first and most
Plot
drafts,
twist
yeah?
of the century, right? So I would say it really is just stuff you would do during the summer, or stuff that you have done during the summer in the past, or stuff that sounds really fun because again, the thing with summer is that, like, obviously as an adult, you don't necessarily have more time, but you have more excuse, I guess, to do more things. But of course, as a
Mhm.
kid, you had a lot more time to do fun stuff. So,
One more time, yeah.
okay, Jacob, first overall again. Crazy. This
So
board
also the
is
original Transformers was released in July.
okay.
I rarely pick second,
And you are today. How about it?
and I am today.
All right. I don't like having the third overall pick. I feel like I'm not going to get my number one activity, but that's okay.
This draft, I'm trying to explore how we go about this. Because I could go something small or I could go something grand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
As
wide
as
range.
much fuck, there's two heavy hitters. Fuck, man. I'm gonna take swimming.
Okay. Great pick. Probably a lot of people's first overall.
I think I'll just go with a safe one here, traveling.
Okay. I'll allow it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
Vacationing.
it's more complicated than
Okay,
normal
so
summer stuff.
so
That's what I'm trying to say.
where like in your past have you traveled to?
I've
San
traveled to
Francisco.
national parks. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to do like sightseeing instead, or I don't know.
I mean, you know what? You can put hiking then, I guess. How
Okay.
about that?
Hey, hiking's a great pick.
Okay, hiking then.
All right. I can't believe this fell to me, and this is probably Jacob's second one that he wanted, and this is going to the ball game. Uh,
Yeah. That's a good one.
I mean, yeah,
That would be
100%.
that'd be my number one, but I feel like swimming is more of the summertime activity. Number one.
But we just talked about watching baseball all summer.
I
That
know.
is one.
I know.
So yeah, that definitely had to be number one.
Ah,
And then one of the things that I used to
Good
do
pick.
a,
Very good
a
pick.
handful of years ago, and a lot of my friends would do it as well, as I live right next to, basically, it's just down the road, about a mile away, a water park, and so that's going to be my second one.
You stole it!
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
And what we would do is
Dude!
we would get summer passes, and
I do the same thing.
yeah,
Like, we go all the
yep,
time. No,
summer
dude, we
passes
go
to
all
the
the
water
time.
park, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
get a car full of buddies
Oh, what a
and
pick,
get some
man. Yeah, we
pizza
go.
and an ice
Fuck,
chest of
dude.
drinks and just go and just spend the whole day
Yeah.
there.
dude,
That was so much fun.
the amount
Dude,
the
you
amount
sniped
of
both of
pom cards
us.
I got from McDonald's kids meals going to the water park was so much fun.
Yeah, dude, I go all the time. My family planning it to go in 2 weeks. We're planning it. Like,
Yeah, it's a
we go all
blast.
the time. All the time in summer when we go. Anyways, I'll take my L there. I talked about water balloons. I could go water balloons. I like picnics. I'm revealing my whole game here. Uh, um,
That's part of the strategy. He wants us to take those. He doesn't want them.
it's a bold strategy. We'll see if it pays off.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be very safe in things that I like to do. It's this is harder than it seems, dude. Like, I have to rank shit that I like to do.
And it's such a wide array of things.
It's a wide array of things, yeah, and it depends if I'm doing it by myself, if I'm doing it with family.
Dude, I have yet to experience summer weather this year. Kansas has been rainy as a motherfucker
Really,
for the past month. Yeah,
the
bad. Like
Central Valley,
3 weeks in a row. Like,
it's been
Dude,
scorching.
that water park pick
What is
fucked
it?
me up
What
because
is it
I
supposed
was
to be today?
dead set on the water park right now.
95 is our high today.
Oh, it's still been hot. It's just extremely fucking humid because it keeps raining.
Yeah, that sucks. Luckily, I will say we are lucky here in that our heat, although very very hot, and it will get even hotter, into the 110s and whatever in peak July, peak August, but it is a dry heat. Very rarely is it super humid in
It
the
feels
Central
so
Valley.
better.
Yeah.
It feels so much better.
Um,
For those at home who have never felt the difference between humid heat and dry heat, I golf. So I live in Kansas, and 95 degrees with 60% humidity feels like fucking hell. It's the worst thing ever. You walk outside and you're immediately sweating. There's nothing enjoyable about it. I was in Arizona and I golfed in 110-degree weather, and it was perfectly fine because it was dry heat. I sweated a little bit and I had a couple waters on the course, but I didn't have any issues for 18 holes. If
Mhm.
I was golfing in 95 degrees, that level of humidity in Kansas, I would have fucking miserable. It would have been gross. The
Yeah.
type of weather where grass is not enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good
You
way
have
to
to choose it.
describe it.
okay, I'm gonna go water balloon fights. What is my guy doing?
Making coffee and almost falling over in the process. So I have a few
Don't
routes to go
snipe
here.
me. Don't snipe me.
My most nostalgic one
He's
that's
gonna
not
snipe me.
related to baseball
He's
is
gonna
going
snipe me.
to the drive-in movie.
Oh.
Okay, good pick.
So are we including just the cinema in general in that? So the cinema can't be
I
selected?
mean, yeah, because I just don't really view going to the movies as a certain activity. I just go to the movies whenever I want to go to the
Well,
movies.
but
But
again, wide array of things. I enjoy going during the
if you want
summer.
to include, if you want to grab cinema on your own, that's fine. I'm
Okay.
not gonna say that that embodies all.
Well, if I'm struggling on round
Um,
5, I might do it, but
Lighting a fire, dude. Just lighting a fire in the summer, man.
Oh come
what
on,
the
dude.
fuck?
What a no.
Oh my god.
Like campfire, bonfire,
It's
grill fire.
it's so hot. You want a fire when it's so hot?
Dude, come out to Kansas. We'll have ourselves a bonfire with some hot dogs, some beer, and we'll have a good time.
Oh, all right.
Fucking
Fair enough.
Midwestern, man. Move on, man.
We enjoy life. Like, we enjoy life. Y'all judge, but we are happy.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, if I know where Vitor's going, it would be a perfect segue to what you just said, but we'll see.
All right.
I hope he doesn't, so that way I can do it. But
I think you're gonna snipe me, so I'll
how
leave
it's your
that for
turn.
later. No, yeah, I'm between two picks, so
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the one that I think you're more likely to pick, and that's amusement parks.
Oh,
I don't get
Yeah,
the
I
water
was
park.
that wasn't what I was
I couldn't care
immediately
less.
picking, but that's a fantastic pick.
Yeah, I didn't get the water park. But,
So,
Hmm. All right. Well, it's here, and this is definitely one that Jacob would not be able to pick. I can't imagine. And that's the beach.
dude, we got
Fuck
we
you,
have our
fly
own
over.
thing. Look, hey, our water is fresh. We go to lakes.
uh, that's awesome. All right.
okay.
And now I'm really struggling here because I do want to pick cinema, but I feel like you already did drive in, and I'm only gonna do it as a last resort in the 5th round. Um, but man, like this is really like what I do here. Uh, because I'm not gonna do that either. That's
Don't
lame.
It's
snipe
like,
me.
dude, during the months of summer, all I do is ball game, water park, and beach.
Yes. Me go ball game, me go water park, me go beach.
Migo ball game.
You know what else me do during me summer? Fireworks.
I'm good
Fireworks,
fan.
okay. All right. All right. All right. I'll go with play sports.
Sports.
Good pick.
Could be tennis, could be pickleball, could be mini golf. Do I have to specify one or is sports
Basketball.
okay?
No, stop. Wait. So can I not say golf now?
Hmm. I don't know.
That's a tough one, right?
That is a tough one.
You can go
What?
golf. I mean, I
Idiot.
look. I made my
You
list.
do fucking golf when you do
Okay,
sports. You've never
so
played golf in your life.
the sports that I play in summertime are tennis, maybe some 7-on-7. All right, if buddies are down, right? Ping pong. I play too many. Like, what do I say? I don't play golf. That's the thing. If you can go golf if you want.
Sports
I
with
play
the
mini
net.
golf. Sports with a net.
Sports without golf.
Court sports.
Golf.
Court sports.
Court sports. Yeah,
You get
Sure,
you
I
get
guess, yeah.
basketball too.
beach tennis is included in
Yeah,
court sports. All right. So yeah, I'm set with court sports.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm taking golf.
Every time I think of
And
golf,
then-
I think of Mr. Krabs during his retirement. And he's on the golf course and he swings it and he hits it and he's like, "What am I doing? I hate golf."
It was expensive.
Yeah.
I'm locked
This is
in on my
hard.
next one. You're
So
not sniping me.
As a Midwesterner, I have two picks: drinking and smoking.
Okay, I got it. Got my last
Smoking
pick.
is not related; it's smoking meat.
I think
for the sanctity of the podcast, we're gonna take smoking.
I don't know. I think what I was about to say is I think that's a little too like general, too everyday. You know what I mean? How could we?
Smoking meat, okay.
How can we? How
How about
can?
you say smoke on a hammock?
Grilling.
How about that?
Okay,
Smoke on a hammock.
yeah.
Hey, really?
Yeah, smoking on a hammock or smoking on a lawn chair or something like that. Lawn chair.
Smoking on a lawn chair, yeah.
Smoking.
Double clicking your tongs.
Oh, yeah.
Can we change it to double clicking your tongs?
Is it possible we go 6? Because I really want to pick the next two.
I don't think so.
Is it possible?
I've got one more.
Not possible. Fuck.
Yeah,
So
I
I have
can't
to.
do 6.
I have to pick between one of the two. Fuck.
You might take Anthony's pick, man.
Maybe.
Oh wait. I had one that I forgot that I want. Can I change my pick?
No, because I think I know what exactly it is and I want it.
No, you don't. No. Perfect. Can you give me permission? Just gotta pick.
I think.
Don't put that on me.
I think we wait till after, if it's not picked.
Okay.
Vito's-
I might.
Yeah.
I might wanna. Do I want to change my round 4 after? Because I'm thinking. No, I don't
No,
think I
it's
wanna
too far,
change.
too far
I'll
away.
keep- No, I'll keep. I'll keep anyway. I just don't know which one to pick now. I'm between two.
I just can't believe this one that I'm thinking of. is
Okay,
still
I'll
here.
go with this one. The only reason why I'm gonna go with this one is because I've done it more than the other. And the two that I'm talking about is picnics and fishing.
Mm,
I've done more picnics than I've done fishing recently.
okay.
I'm gonna go with picnic. And earlier when I was telling you guys about things that I've been meaning to do over the summer, fishing is one of them.
Mhm.
So maybe if we redo this draft after summer, maybe I'll change it to fishing. But as of right now, it's picnic.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, Midwesterner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
I cannot believe that this one is still on the board. Honestly, the fact that I didn't take it either is a really big surprise. The fact that
Camping?
Jacob didn't take it is a massive surprise. No, I'm not a camping person. I don't like camping, but it's
Can I guess? I want to guess.
yeah. Go ahead.
Stargazing.
No, but that's another good activity
That's a good
for
one.
the summer.
That's a very good one. Yeah.
And you know what? I'll
Um,
take that one if you guys don't allow this one. Barbecue.
Okay.
I think it's allowed.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of what I was implying when I said sweet.
Yeah. I that's why I'm shocked it was still there.
Which is why we're going to be changing lawn chair smoking to outdoor concerts.
All right. I definitely not doing outdoor concerts in Fresno. But
I'm done, but to me, it's not a summer activity. I go to concerts all the time.
no, but it makes sense, you know, even for me it makes a lot of sense with like beachside concerts and whatever in LA, but obviously no beaches in Kansas, but all right.
I have one coming up actually.
Fair,
That's crazy.
fair. I think everyone got a good list here.
Yeah, I think so too. And the more I think about it, the better stargazing would have been as well. Um, but yeah,
Would have been great.
yeah,
Yeah, stargazing would have been a pick on yours had you thought about it.
yeah. I totally didn't think about it at all. But that's a great one that's left off the board because that's how it works.
Look, if you want to go round 6 and pick stargazing, I'll go fishing, and then Jacob picks a 6.
Lawn chair smoking. Round 6 instead.
Yeah, dude. Lawn chair smoking, cool. I'm cool with that.
Okay. All right, fishing
Also,
and
it's a big
then
list.
stargazing.
Well, look at that.
Can we do a Midwest draft?
A Midwest draft.
Yeah, yeah.
Drafting things that are very Midwest.
Maybe we could do that in the future. Yeah, that would be fun.
You know what's funny, Jacob? I
Oh,
was
yeah.
making fun of you for being Midwestern, but there's a chance I go to the Midwestern for dental school because I'm applying in a few schools in the Midwestern.
You know
So
what?
imagine if I go there.
We should do an episode like that because we are coast to coast. We do a West Coast draft, a flyover Midwest draft, and then an East Coast draft.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'm all for
That
that.
would be a lot of fun. So we'll put that on the burner. You guys research stuff for that. We'll do it in the near
I
future.
have my 1-1 for the East Coast.
That's great.
Notice I didn't pick Dolphins training camp here. I don't know if that would have been the best activity per se. Because when I think of activities, are things that I am doing.
Sure.
I don't know how to.
Dude,
I
you
don't know how
didn't
to
take the
describe it.
UFL. I'm surprised you didn't take the UFL.
Oh, look at cat's hiding.
Oh yes.
Yo, what's up, Zena? How
Oh,
we
he looks.
doing?
Oh, she's
Oh,
exploring.
guys, I just got new swimming trunks. Do we like them?
Oh, fuck yeah. Nice.
That's
All right.
huge.
Alrighty.
Good
Well,
draft, yeah.
yeah. Just a quick recap. Jacob had the first overall pick again, and selected swimming in the first round, then drive-in in the second round, lighting a fire in the third round, golfing in the fourth, outdoor concerts in the fifth, and lawn chair smoking in the sixth. Vitor with the second overall selected hiking, then water balloons in the second, amusement park in the third, court sports in the fourth, picnic in the fifth, and fishing in the sixth. I laugh because court sports, it sounds like you're going to court and
All right.
you
You play
gotta
sports there.
yeah you gotta wrestle Judge Judy for your for your pension or whatever. Then I had the third overall pick, and in the first round I
Ball game is a
selected
steal, man.
ball game. I'm shocked Jacob didn't take it, but swimming. I mean,
Yeah.
swimming.
Yeah.
In the second round, water park. In the third
He was in a
round,
bad spot.
beach. In the fourth round, fireworks. In the fifth round, barbecue, and in the sixth round, stargazing. And like,
And that's funny. With beach, it implies swimming. You can swim at the beach.
sure, I wouldn't swim in that water, but it's okay.
No, I don't either. I enjoy it, but people do. You know, if you say if you want to be an asshole, be like, oh, Jacob, you picked swimming. Well, I picked swimming in the third. You know.
Yeah.
I
And
Yeah,
for
let's see
being
here.
real, like I feel like mine is kind of a full day, which
like
is
olive
pretty cool.
hours.
Yeah. Anyway, fun.
I mean, mine cannot. Unless you're lighting a fire at the golf course. There's no way.
I mean, mine's a little redundant with water park and beach, but
I don't think I can do all of mine in one day. Hiking and amusement park in the same day. I don't think that works.
probably not. But that was really fun.
I mean, picnic, fishing, water balloons, and court sports. You can do that in a full day in one place in one location.
Yeah, you could do hiking in there too. Amusement park's
Yeah,
the outlier.
depending on the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think amusement park is an outlier because you have to go to it, and yeah, makes it sus.
I'm trying to find this picture of me failing to light a fire. Because it's so fucking stupid.
Picture. I want to see the video.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have the video. I
Oh.
don't think they even made a video for it. Where is
Well, what good are you?
I'm a failure, I know. Did I really lose it? That's depressing.
Oh well.
It was literally so it had rained the day before or something. and the wood was still wet, and so I was pouring any kind of lighter fluid I could on there, and I couldn't get shit to light, and so we got this like very, very tiny flame, and it's a picture of me standing next to the tiny flame, and it's like, look at this bonfire, dude.
Look at this impressive fire, guys. I promise I did well. Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a really fun episode and very wholesome. You know, no silly games and no not a lot of innuendo, which is great. It's good for a change, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, do either of you guys want to give us our coastal call?
I don't think we've had Roofy give one in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And here's the coastal call.
Excellent.
We appreciate all your guys' support. I think this episode was a load of fun. I know I did. Had a load of fun.
Yeah.
I think we're all looking forward to the summer. I know I am. I know you guys are. Hopefully the listeners are. I mean, if they're watching this, I'm sure they are. And hopefully they got some ideas, maybe,
Yeah.
right, for some activities.
Yeah.
Maybe some things that they want to do, right?
We might be inspirational.
So we might be inspirational. That's I'm thinking too much of. I'm thinking too much of ours, right? Thinking too highly. Well, anyways, we hope you enjoyed this episode. This has been Coast to Coast. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, share, follow with your buddies to do some activities with.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been Coast to Coast.
These my dollars make it hurt.